Indian economic updates. Indian Railways is rapidly advancing the electrification of its broad gauge network, with approximately 97% of the total network now electrified, Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnav reported in the Lok Sabha. Since 2014 to 15, around 45,200 route kilometers have been electrified, with the pace increasing from 1.42 km per day in 2004 to 14 to 19.7 km per day in 2023 to 24. Electric traction is more environmentally friendly and about 70% more economical than diesel traction. The system includes multiple safeguards, including grid connections and redundant power sources for uninterrupted services. The electrification efforts align with Indian Railways' goal to become a global leader in green railways by eliminating carbon emissions, with the Northeast Frontier Railway aiming for 100% electrification. Domestic coal-based power plants in India have higher coal stocks this winter, with stocks up 52% year-on-year at around 33 million tons as of 17 November. This increase is due to improved planning, higher coal production, and better rake supply. Coal stocks across all power plants, including imports, also rose 52%, totaling 37 million tons. The government expects stocks to reach 50 million tons by March. Enhanced logistical arrangements between the coal, railways, and power ministries have supported this. The government decided not to extend the advisory on coal imports, as domestic supply has been sufficient, despite a 21% depletion in stocks during June to September. The government has launched the PAN 2.0 project, which includes upgrading the existing PAN cards with a QR code. Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnav confirmed that the new PAN will be issued free of charge to taxpayers. However, existing PAN holders need not apply for a new card, as their current PAN remains valid even without the QR code. The PAN 2.0 project is an e-governance initiative aimed at re-engineering taxpayer registration services using technology. It consolidates PAN, TIN, and TAN services into a unified platform, making PAN a common identifier across digital government systems. The upgrade offers benefits such as improved service delivery, data consistency, eco-friendly processes, and enhanced security. PAN cards without the QR code will remain valid, but taxpayers are encouraged to upgrade for future convenience. A slowdown in urban consumption is affecting new age companies across sectors like beauty, wearables, logistics, e-commerce, and used car sales. These companies are now exploring new business areas to boost growth. For instance, Mamaearth reported a loss in Q2 with its stock hitting a 52-week low. The beauty brand is restructuring its offline supply chain to improve growth. Logistics firm Delhivery is focusing on areas like quick commerce and regional logistics to counter sluggish demand. A top executive in insurance aggregation noted that the urban middle class, earning 5 to 10 rupees lakh annually, is particularly impacted by high inflation, leading to delayed or cancelled discretionary spending.